I'm Christina Eve and welcome back to my channel, Shinestrong, Live Long, a source for personal and spiritual development, encouraging you and I to become who we were designed to be with intentionality. And today, I want to talk to you about how to make hard decisions easier. And I have 3 steps for you. But quick disclaimer, so there is no foolproof carved in stone method to making hard decisions easy. But because I've been faced with making some hard decisions lately, I want to share how I make these decisions a little bit easier. You follow me? Here is something that I discovered about decision making. We make them every day, like what to wear, how to respond to other people, what to do with our time. But there comes a time in our lives when we face decisions that don't necessarily require an immediate response. But really, these decisions are something we really have to think about. And the truth is that every decision we make does have a consequence, good or bad, but some consequences affect us more than others. For example, should I take this new job? Should I move to this new city? Should I try to get pregnant again? Should I leave this relationship with my partner? Usually these hard decisions are the ones that don't just affect us, but those around us too. But what does that say about you when you think really hard about decisions like this? It says that you care, that you want to do what's best for your loved ones, and because you're watching this video, it tells me that you believe in seeking advice. So let's get into it. So number 1, whenever I'm faced with hard decisions, the first thing that I do is I ask myself, okay, Christina, does saying yes or saying no to this make sense to who you are? And only you can be the judge of that. So of course, this comes with the prerequisite of knowing who it is that you are. But how do you know who you are? That's a good question. And that's a larger subject that I am just not gonna go too far in detail about today in this video. But in short, who you are stems directly from what you value. If you value your walk with Jesus Christ, then your identity is in Christ and what His Word says about you. If you value your career above all else and aspire to be the courageous go-getter, then you may find yourself identifying with that, and that might be who you are. Or maybe you value your family and you see yourself as the glue that keeps everyone all together, and that is the absolute most important thing to you. Then that may be who you are. You can be all 3 of these things, I will say, but truth be told, one thing will have to outweigh the other. And whatever that one thing is what you're going to ultimately base your decision on. So revisiting the question, the first thing that I ask myself is, does this decision make sense to who I am? So number 2, I ask myself why. Why is this such a hard decision to make? And it all goes back to who we are. At the core of everything that we do is our why. And our why is our motivation. And a lot of times when we are out of touch with our core motives and beliefs, decisions that should be easy are a lot harder. So I ask myself, am I out of touch with what I originally set out to do? Has my why changed? Or have I forgotten what it was in the first place? And you know, this actually happens a lot more than I want to admit. I actually have to write down my why because as we grow and as life happens to us, life happens with us and around us, our why can be lost so easy in the hustle and the bustle. But I promise you, once you find or once you remember your why and you make time to pray or meditate on that, then the decision that you make will become a whole lot clearer. Number 3 is like a 3-in-1 question that I ask myself. What is at stake? Is it worth it? Who does it affect? And I know that y'all have heard of a pros and cons list. Well, it works, especially seeing it typed out or written out. It gives you just a greater perspective and allows you to see the full picture. And knowing the cons beforehand and seeing them plain as day right next to the pros of your decision is just so satisfying. To me, at least, it's so satisfying. And you know, that's pretty self-explanatory. Just a pros and cons list, you know? Those are the 3 steps to making hard decisions a little bit easier. But before ending this video, I want to say something that is very important. Hear me out. Life is a series of decisions. So in order to live life, you must make decisions. Don't let the hard ones hold you up for too long, because the longer it takes, the longer you are missing out on living your life. And I absolutely wish you the best in your decision making. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. If there are any steps that you would like me to cover more in depth, then I'm happy to. Just make sure to comment that below. And as always, you guys, as always, remember that today is a new day. A day where you and I have been given the opportunity to choose better, love stronger, and shine brighter than the day before. Shine strong, live long.